Hey everybody, haha, how you doing? Go Cubs go, go Cubs go. Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubbies beat the Dodgers again today. Alright, welcome to my channel, Old Style Classics Baseball Cards, everybody. I'm Rob. It's Sunday, April 7th, 2024, and just got done watching my Cubbies after a couple hour rain delay. Clobbered the Dodgers 8-1, and Cody Bellinger here hit a home run, and uh, Yamato, our new pitcher, he struck out Shohei, and the Cubs took 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers, swept Colorado, so 5 for 6 on the homestand. So, anyways, that makes us 6-3, so that's pretty good. So congratulations to my Cubbies. So I figured I'd show that double rip card since Belly hit a belly bomb today. And of course there's my main man Andre Dawson on the 2023 double rip card. Alright folks, so welcome back, welcome to my channel. Do a little recap here with you before we get to this here eBay that I got yesterday, and I'm fairly sure I know what this is. This come from Helena, Montana there. But first and foremost, now we just opened this the other day, and the 2020 Archive Signature Series, and pulled this card, and I was like, wow, look at that 1972 Dodgers Maury Wills card, and I was fairly certain that was an original. But then on the second video, when I noticed this Archives 2001 stamp here, I thought on 2001 they must have had a buyback where they inserted cards into the set as like a hit, kind of like 10th anniversary Allen and Ginter stamped cards, and then they ended up buying it back again for 2020 to do the Archive Signature Series. And so I pulled up this card and to get comps and whatever, and that's the same numbers it says on the 72. And then they were saying, well, there is an Archives reprint that's like $4.95 or $3.95 or something like that, and I'm like, well, I don't see anything like what Topps would normally do. But then if you look down there, there's some writing, you can't even read it in the gold kind of print there, and it does say reprint. So I was wrong, this is a 2001 reprint, but shame on you, Topps. What a bunch of garbage. That's one of the reasons I hate here Archives. You know, I know now they put the little black bar down here to show you that it's not, you know, an original card, that it is like a reimagining. I don't like to say reprint, but it says reprint down here, card something something out of whatever. And so everything else is identical. So shame on Topps for doing that, because now people at card stores, card shops, eBay, all these places, you know, there's unscrupulous people that are going to try to push this off as what I just described. As, oh, they bought it back in 2001, stamped it. Somebody got this card, and then they bought it back again, stamped it again, and had them sign it. When in reality, they just reprinted this in 2001. So it is a beautiful card nonetheless, but that doesn't make me happy the way they did that. I guess anything that has that archive stamp on the front from 2001, and maybe in that era, where it doesn't have the codes and stuff on the back, just assume that that's not an original. So anyways, that bothers me, but it's still a cool card. But I didn't know, so I was fairly certain it was an original 72, but it's not, so correction from me. But how am I supposed to know? You know, I'm just reading what Topps does here. You know, everything else is identical, and they basically put it in invisible writing down there that you can't see with the naked eye. You know, you need to get the magnifying glass out and all that, and it's put inside this shiny One Touch. And so anyways, folks, sorry about that, but that's what we got out of that. And then yesterday we opened the Seattle Children's Heroes box from Topps 2020. It comes with the 25 card base set in here. There's your checklist. Celebrities. And then 3 of the kids being treated at the hospital at that point in time. And we got a really cool autograph, so we did pull the Sir Mix-a-Lot. So that's pretty cool. Got a Sir Mix-a-Lot autograph. And I've seen a graded one going for $450, and some loose ones for, I'd say, anywhere from $100 to $150. There might have been one lower than that, but some of them are like great, signed after the fact, so the base card. But nevertheless, that's sweet, nice condition card. So we did pull one of the good autographs that you can pull out of that set. Alright, then we did pick up the big hunk Frank Thomas 2006 Allen & Ginter mini framed bat relic card. So that's sweet, from 2006, my favorite modern set of cards. Topps Allen & Ginter, the original 2006 one. Alright, so showing you these cards because it's going to, I think, go hand in hand with what's going on here on this one that we're about to show you. So you know me, I like old style classic cards, vintage players, and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, and I like the minis. So, like last week, picked up these Diamond Kings, Greg Maddux relic there. You can see that sweet hexagon design on the relic in that one. We got the little mini framed Madison Bumgarner. Guess I should show the back. That is to 99. The Mad Bum jersey relic in that little frame there. It's numbered to 49. I love minis. Picked up the Ryan Braun with that sweet gold relic, jersey relic there, also numbered to 99. And then the really nice looking one of the bunch, the Edwin Escobar patch relic inside the mini there. That's sweet, and it's a rookie card. I believe these are from 2015. It's numbered to 25, so that's super sweet. Not sure if that was meant to be in one of those frames and somebody popped it out or not, but still, beautiful card. That little bit of a patch on that jersey there. Okay, so why am I showing you those again? Well, because love the Obaks, the old style Obak Tri-Star cards from 2009, 10, and 11. So there's my full-size Hack Wilson, along with my 2009 first set Joe Bauman printing plate for the Cyan 101. So I started picking up some Obaks, is probably the clue in here. And I got a bunch of these minis. So like the Ric Flair. These ones are from the National. All these ones I'm going to show you are limited to $199 until this last one here. Then wrestling as well, Obak, Hulk Hogan, TNA. Now this is also from the National. Limited to $199. But you could get wrestling ones in some of the TNA wrestling Obak as an insert in some of the Tri-Star wrestling stuff for TNA. Alright, next, some football players. We got the Terry Bradshaw, Gale Sayers for my Bears, my Chicago Bears there. Gale Sayers from the National. And our boy Gerald Ford in the football. Staubach, sorry. I can never get his name right, folks. And I'll set this one aside because I believe it's related. And then this was from the base set, so that's damn usual. Now this set usually honors the minor leagues, you know, so the Obak originally was the PCL cards from out west, 1909 through like 1911, so TriStar did 2009 through 2011, you know, 100 years later. That's what these sets are in honor of, but this was one of the ones from 2011 straight out of the packs, not from the convention, but same year. You can see a little difference in the color and patina there, a little different stock. So I'm showing you these cards, but there we go, Stan the Man, because one of the other cards I just picked up, I believe, from this here eBay. So let's open this up, folks, and see what we got. So I'm gonna get the lucky letter opener up here and see what we got. Hang on a second. Okie dokie. Inside something, inside something, inside something. Like I said, Tops need to do the Russian nesting doll card. Card within a card within a card within a card. Oh no, this is not related to the cards that I was just showing you. So this is something different. It's weird because it said the card that I thought was getting delivered was delivered and it hasn't been delivered. So really quick, I forgot, we got this here Obak Cap Anson card. That's also from the National. So the card I was thinking was going to be related to this. That's also from the National in 3. Cap Anson, first player ever to 3,000 hits. So there we go. That's with my mini thing, and you know how I love minis, like Allen & Ginter tobacco minis, and odd cards like this advertising card that came with these from the National in 2008. Now, back in the 80s, 90s, and whatever, when I first started collecting, I could never afford a real tobacco card. And they didn't have these. These hadn't started coming out yet from like Tops or major brands. I mean, you could buy reprints like the original Allen & Ginter, but much like that Tops card I was just talking about, I don't want reprint of like old versions of cards where it's trying to look exactly the same. I like old style cards that are in the style, in the tradition, but not outright where you can't tell. You know, a lot of those reprint sets back from them, they're cool looking, but you know, some people try to off them as real. Like on this, you would never not realize that that is a new card, newer. So what I used to do, because I liked tobacco cards, was I was fascinated with killing two birds with one stone, so to speak. I loved to go into the store with my mom and going up and down every single aisle, especially during this time of year, and looking for any product that came with baseball cards. So I love oddball food issues, product issue, whatever. And I'd go up and down the store looking for all the different things that had baseball cards, and there used to be a lot. And to me, that's what cards were. The original cards were, imagine this was the original Allen & Ginter, came in tobacco product and enticing you to buy it. And that's what cards always were, long before they ever had like a flagship product where you're just buying cards for cards. So my fascination was getting these cards, anything oddball, and one of the greats, one of my favorite things of all time was picking up, because to me someday I always thought, excuse me folks, these would be like the Ty Cobb cards that we're all after today in 150 years or something like that, and they may still be. But like, so I really got into the Cracker Jack cards, and so there we go. That's 40th anniversary Topps micro. It's not micro, it's mini, but it's not mini in the sense of a tobacco mini like we know nowadays. So there are other smaller cards that are like this size, are the micro. So these are like the Cracker Jack minis. Not anywhere near the same size as the 1914-15 Cracker Jacks. So this one looked really well centered, and that came out of a box of Cracker Jack or a pack. Second series, 7 of 36. So they had 2 series of 36 cards. So if you do the math there, that would be 72 cards that you could pick up. So that's my man Andre Dawson. The mini, we'll just call it the Cracker Jack mini. Alright, see if we can get any focus here today, people. Alright. So let me focus this for you. Alright, so as you can see, 7 of 36. It's 1991 Borden, owned Cracker Jack at the time. And these were done by Topps. Then the next year they did Dunross. And the year after that they did the little throwback this size throwback versions of like the 1915-14 cards. But obviously they're not trying to be reprinted. Like, obviously they're different size, they're different dated, and they have different backs. So I like to call them reimagining more than a reprint, because nobody would ever mistake those for originals. But that's sweet. And I do have a whole thing of Cracker Jack cards that I want to do for you. But the reason I picked this one up was in my binder where I have these minis from Cracker Jack for my Andre Dawsons. I have the Cracker Jacks and then the micro cards from the full complete sets from Topps in the binder, and I have an empty spot in there. So I already have this card, but I wanted this one, another one, to fill the space. Now this will probably just be a space holder for right now, because I got something else related to this coming that's going to take that spot. But that's okay, the more the merrier. I'm happy with that. And plus, this one was a really well centered version of his card. So that's sweet. So I'm a little shocked that's the one I got. Let me adjust this back to auto here. I'm going to pause you and see if I have my Dawson stuff right here. Sorry folks, no, I don't have my Andre Dawson binder right in front of me. That's okay. I can show those anytime. But so this is what you can get out of Cracker Jack at the time. Then I said they did Dunross, and then they did the old style ones, which I'm going to show you the whole booklet and binder that they came with, or that you could have gotten. And then in the 2000s they have some sweet stuff too you might not be aware of, which I'll get around to showing that when I get to my Cracker Jack video. But I did have in this binder this Cracker Jack uncut sheet, which I've showed before. So it's got the mantle, and these are from like 81, I believe, 82, So this was some charity event or something that they were doing, some kind of event, and you could only get these at the event. I always thought, wow, I didn't know they put regular size cards in those boxes of Cracker Jack. Apparently they didn't. You would go to this event and they would give you either these sheets or you could order these sheets. So those are tops as well. Still owned by Borden back then in '82. So there's that one, and that's the American League one, and here's the National League one with Ernie Banks, Warren Spahn, all those guys, Hank. Alright, so that's just a tease, and so there we go. Technically, I guess, since that is 1991, big year for me. So that would be, that's 33 years ago. So I guess that is now officially an old style classic baseball card. So that's sweet. Super happy to have that. And it's just a really well centered one. I mean, it's a little off top to bottom, but if you see these Cracker Jack cards, they are really hard to get nice. And same with the micro cards, really hard to get any kind of centering on those. So that was a nice one. Probably only cost me like $1 or something like that. So the more the merrier. I'm happy to add that one to my collection. So, well, there it is from eBay. So I was wrong about what the theme of this here video was going to be. Because when I checked my email, it said a different card was delivered that I haven't got yet. So there we go. And it's Sunday, so oh man. Then I was looking up, the Cubs are playing St. Louis, in San Diego tomorrow, the next 3 days. So obviously we got something going on at work again where I'm gonna have to start working overtime. Oh, I'm glad I thought of that. I gotta go in early tomorrow. Gotta change my alarm and work till 5. So it's not the time I could really go to San Diego. Plus, I may have jury duty. I have to keep calling in all week. But they are going to be in Seattle Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I was like, oh, we should fly up to Seattle to see the Cubs. How often are they ever going to play there? Coincidence with this Seattle stuff that I've shown. But the flights are like $277 each way. So as much as I'd like to see the Cubs play up in Seattle, we could drive up there for the same amount one person would take to fly just one way. But it's almost 1,000 miles, so that's just too far. So I think they're playing the A's here this year. I don't know if I'll go to that one. Maybe the one in San Francisco obviously would be a better, because Giant Stadium's a lot nicer. I could always wait to see the Cubs play in Vegas when they finally do. And who knows, maybe in 3 years they'll still be in Sacramento, so we could go see them there just to say we saw the Cubs play a major league game in a minor league stadium. But unfortunately, yeah, I'm not going to drive because, like I said, I got to work on Friday, so have to drive all night Friday after work, get to Seattle in like 20 hours, and the game's at like 6 p.m., try to stay up and do something. Yeah, it would be like getting there, going straight to the game, and then leaving, trying to get a hotel, and then sleep, and then screw around and then drive back, and then have to go to work. I'm like, yeah, no, it's just not going to happen. I should have checked the schedule earlier in the season, but oh well. Could go see them play them if we wanted to. I guess they're going to be playing Anaheim in July. Or we could just go see them up here play the Giants. But anyhow, folks, so there you have it. So that's Sunday. Happy Sunday. Have a good rest of your day, night. I guess it's evening now that it's after 6 p.m. We've established the evening starts at 6. All right. So, evening 6 to 12, and then nighttime 12 to 6, morning 6 to 12, and afternoon from noon to 6. Yep. Alright, folks. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry about that 72 card that Topps faked me out on. But hey, well, probably get some eBay stuff in the mail tomorrow, so we got stuff to do, other things to show, nothing new to open. Opened all that stuff for you. And yep, I could do 5 videos a day and still do this for another 3 years probably. Alright, everybody, thanks for watching old style classics baseball cards. See you later. Bye.